All right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today, I'm just asking, Trouble Funk, the best to ever do it? Hey, let's start the debate. Now, Trouble Funk started 1978. 1978. And the early reminiscence of Trouble Funk, I remember Trouble Funk used to open up for Chuck Brown. And I say this because those are the pioneers. You know, Chuck Brown, Trouble Funk, they started it. Everybody else followed it. And starting with Trouble Funk, for the most part, when they started out, they was the first band, to me, actually a go-go band with the full ensemble. Like they had the drums, the congos, rollatones. They had the horns, and then they had like the 60s type of horn swing, and then they had like that 70s funk, right? So that was their claim to fame. They horns, and like it was hard to copy their horns because they was actually had, like I said, that 60s style. So they used to open for Chuck, but honestly and truthfully, once they got started, man, they had the best sound, period. Hands down, no debating. They had the best sound. I don't know if it was the PA boards, but they had the best sound going. And so, eventually, man, they put out a lot of hits. Man, let me run the hits down, or how they started in the game. It was like they had, Hey Fellas, Hey T-Bone, a.k.a. Fourth Gear, or Say What? Then they had, Let's Get Small, man, Trouble Funk Express. Like, those two are my favorites. Let's Get Small, Trouble Funk Express, Fourth Gear, I love that one too. Then they had that E-flat boogie, T-R-O-U-B-L-E flat boogie. They had that. They had, man, Don't Touch That Stereo. Man, Roll With It. Man, So Early in the Morning. Man, they had a lot of. They Saturday Night Live, that live set was ill, man. Ill. And then when you gonna go, pump, 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 pump me up. Man, do you know that's been sampled by so many groups over and over? You know, that was kind of like how they made it into that hip-hop museum, like that Hall of Fame, because they are one of the most sampled groups of all time. Hey, look, they was sampled by Dimples D. You remember that song Sucker DJ? Yeah, that went #1 in Australia. Yeah, Trouble Funk had something to do with that, man. P.E., Public Enemy, Fight the Power. Man, Curtis Blow, If I Ruled the World. Man, LL Cool J, Rock the Bells. And they don't even talk about that like that. But, hey, man, that's Trouble Funk, man. Hey, T-Bone. That's Trouble Funk, man. You can go on and on. Salt and Pepper. Will Smith. Man, they done performed with such acts like, man, Snoop Dogg, Wu-Tang, man, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters, James Brown. Man, George Michael is even linked in with them. If he done sampled from them, man. You know, they got on Sugar Hill Records, which was the record company to be on back then. And, man, when they came out with that Drop the Bomb, man, they never looked back. They never looked back, man. They performed in front of likes of, man, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama. Man, they done performed with, I done already told you who they performed with, and then like, they was definitely pioneers. Like, hey look, you got over 10 albums. What go-go band is doing that? And then it's like, that's not even to say the least. Because like, one thing about Trouble Funk, right? You won't even know how many songs they really actually have until you go see them live. But man, they produce hits after hits. Like, at one time, everything they touched was gold. Like, between my man Fat Tony, Big Tony on that guitar. Man, Double Trouble. My man, shouts out to my man Bug. He had to let me know because I couldn't even remember the drummer, what was his name, but he was Double Trouble. Then, of course, man, they had T-Bone. But, man, and once I knew how ill the Trouble Funk was, because I can honestly say, like, I lived on the West Coast as well. I lived on California. And the first go-go band I heard, Trouble Funk. Man, Trouble Funk. Now, Trouble Funk, what makes them very unique, man, I watched them go from having all black crowds to like all white crowds. Like, they performed Kennedy Center, Wolf Trap. Man, what go-go band doing that? Wolf Trap, though? Man, you got to go check them out in Japan. They got a one at like 2018. Y'all probably need to watch that one. I think they was at the Anthem. But yeah, go check that out just to see. And then Trouble still got it from 1978 to present day. Oh man, that's saying something big. Like, they was such a pillar in hip hop. Like, at that time, Curtis Blow was the biggest thing out. And man, they had things with Curtis Blow. Man, Trouble was that, man. Now, Trouble stood the test of time. And then, like, when you talk about, like, in the DC culture, you know, they might have the power. And when that power go out, you talking about a band that's still gonna crank. Man, hands down, Trouble Funk is one of them, man. Trouble Funk was, hey, I put them on the band of the best that ever did it when it comes to the success, the numbers. When you do the stats, man, it's hands down has to be Trouble Funk, man. They came with a whole new groove. And then, I'll say like jams like Planet Rock. Man, if you hear Trouble do Planet Rock, if you can find that, man, they did that better than Africa Bambaataa. That Planet Rock, man, Trouble Funk is definitely what it is because, like I said, man, they had the instrumentation. They had the singers. They didn't really have the rap, but they did the rap, but not, like, it was just an in and out process. They were such a elite band that, hey, look, when it comes to that socket in that pocket, man, Trouble Funk, hands down. That's why we call it the socket in the pocket. It's because of Trouble Funk. Like Chuck Brown, okay, I will give Chuck Brown the props for, I'll say, giving Trouble Funk that lift that they needed. But hey, like I said, once they dropped the bomb, it was wheels. Man, they never looked back. And to be still doing it, and if you check them out, man, they still sound great. And look, if you want to start the barbecue, man, throw that Trouble Funk on. And then, like, especially if you from DC, I remember a time in DC where, look, if you're going past any neighborhood or in the cars, or, man, just the old records, man, Trouble Funk is going to get more play than anybody. So Trouble Funk was definitely the pioneers of the game. And I will debate that, hey, They the best that ever did it. They the best that ever did it. Like multiple gold and platinum collabos. Like if you try and go gold or platinum, man, holler at Trouble Funk. Holler at Trouble Funk. Man, you get that hey man, you get Fat Tony on that guitar, that bass, man, you got something cooking, man. You got something cooking, man. And then he had the voice. Now, I'm not going to say he probably was the best rapper or MC to control the mic, but, hey, he did what he had to do. He did enough. So, man, tell me what y'all think about this. I'm about to start the Go-Go series, but I wanted to start it off with Trouble Funk. Hey, like this video, share this video, comment, and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.